Hey, welcome back to a brand new episode of 1 Second Reviews. Today I'm going to be talking about this. Rupert Wyatt's Captive State, where 10 years ago aliens arrived on the face of the earth, cut forward to now, or in the near future, and we're all working together with the aliens to make everything better, but of course we're not. And you have two choices. You can either be a collaborator or you can join the resistance. Okay, right. Back in a sec. Okay, right, everything about Captive State should be of interest to me to a certain extent. I love near-future thrillers, I love sci-fi, I like aliens, I like the idea of all of them together. You have like a decaying infrastructure going on, of course, because the aliens are sucking the planet dry, you know that, and people are either having to live with the falsehood in their mind of that, or trying to raise up to bring the Earth back into human control. All of that is great, but the film doesn't work, and I think that's shown to a certain extent by the fact that it seems to have vanished from UK cinemas at the moment. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. And it was supposed to be out in the States in mid-August last year. And again, it got pulled without much explanation. It gives you the idea, like the Total Recall remake is the classic example, that the studio were not happy with what they were served up. And they kind of knew that it wasn't going to work. You look when it came out in the States 2 weeks ago, it was up against a drama and an animated movie. So they're just trying to catch a certain wave to get some cash back on this, even though it's a limited budget. And it just doesn't work. Over 109 minutes, it feels slow, it feels laborious. It isn't one of those films that's propelled forward by endless action. It's trying to be more cerebral, but the characters aren't particularly interesting. The split narrative between the resistant fighters, the young resistant fighters, and the event they're trying to create, and Goodman and Vera Farmiga, and how it all ties together, it's got a nice twist at the end, but those two strands running away from each other all the time actually just creates confusion to a certain extent. Ultimately, you just sit there, or I just sat there, and I thought to myself, you know what, if this was in like a 40-minute Outer Limits episode, I'd probably like it, but over the course of a whole movie, it doesn't work. Okay, right. Thanks for watching as always. I'll be back soon.